This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Enjoy the action and excitement of NCAA Division II athletics at Augustana.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this edition of Augustana Sportscene. I'm Bill Gross, Director of Athletics at Augustana College. On this week's show, we're going to feature some exciting action as we fire up our Augustana Sports Update. We'll also talk Vikings football with head coach Mike Aldrich and volleyball with Coach Ashley Buckley. A little later in the program, in our Augustana Sports Focus, we'll take a look at women's golf with head coach Peggy Kirby. And we'll take a look at what's ahead on the Augustana Sports calendar for this week. It's going to be a good show, so let's get the action going. Here comes Augustana Sports Update for this week.
Augustana Sports Update is brought to you by Schoenemann's.
Last Saturday afternoon, Coach Mike Aldrich's Augustana football team pushed their record to 8-0 on the season and 7-0 in the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference as they picked up their fourth road victory of the season by knocking off Minnesota State Moorhead 47-17. In the first quarter, the Vikings scored when a tip pass fell into Sam Holson's hands for an 82-yard touchdown strike from Josh Hansen. After the Dragons moved ahead 17-7 in the second quarter, the Vikings tallied 30 unanswered points to pick up the win. Other Augustana scores came on a 26-yard field goal by Drew Behrens and a safety. Joe Clark added rushing touchdowns of 5 and 2 yards, while Kurt Truey banged in from 4 yards out. Josh Hansen also found Tyler Schulte for touchdown passes of 12 and 18 yards. For the game, Joe Clark had another 100-yard rushing day as he picked up 102 yards in 17 carries. Josh Hansen completed 14 of 26 passes for 239 yards and 3 touchdowns. Sam Holson led the receiving corps with 4 catches for 131 yards. The Vikings racked up a total of 459 yards of total offense. Defensively, Augustana held Minnesota State Moorhead to just 20 yards rushing. This was the 5th game this season where the Vikings' swarming defense has held an opponent to under 100 yards rushing. Austin Lukey led the way with 9 tackles, with Andrew Keel adding 5. Micah Nordine, Zach Callis, and Devin Alber each picked off passes. In soccer, Coach Brandon Barkas's team notched a 3-0 road victory at Minnesota Crookston. The Vikings outshot the Golden Eagles 20-3 as they improved their record to 5-4-1 in the NSIC. Jesse Huff, Katie Hurd, and Katie Bowman scored goals, while Kate Timmons played goalkeeper and recorded a shutout. In cross country, Coach Tracy Hellman's men's and women's teams competed in the Mount Marty Invitational in Yankton. Runa Falch claimed first place in the 20-team event with a time of 17 minutes, 38 seconds in the 5,000-meter run. Tom Carbo was the top finisher for the Augustana men. In volleyball, Coach Ashley Buckley's team rolled over the University of Mary 3-0 at the Elman Center before being edged by Northern 3-2. In the Mary win, Jordan Spatanka paced the Vikings with 10 kills. Danny Haley passed out 33 assists, with Grace Sanders rooting up 18 digs. Against Northern, Chantel Tingwall had a career-high 18 kills, with Brianna Erickson adding 15, Brooke Luco 14, and Jordan Spatanka 13. Grace Sanders had 31 digs, and Christine Bielski scooped up 19. Danny Haley had a career-high 65 assists. And in men's basketball, Coach Tom Billiter's team opens their season with an exhibition game against Gustavus Adolphus on Monday night, November 1st. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. at the Elman Center. That's our sports update for this week. When we come back, we'll talk Augustana football with Coach Mike Aldrich. Stay with us.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, by Schoenemann's, your trusted building center since 1888, and by Mid-Continent Communications, part of your community.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion.
I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness.
I like balance.
That's why I chose it.
I chose.
I chose.
I chose.
I chose.
I chose Division II.
A message from the Better Bundle Bureau. Bundle blunders. They're on the rise as more people get blunderized by the supposed savings. However, in head-to-head tests, most bundles burst, leaving customers shortchanged and under-entertained. But not the $79 Theater DVR Suite and Midconet Preferred Broadband Bundle. Lightning-fast Midconet Broadband and digital cable chock full of freebies. Get the $79 Theater DVR Suite and Midconet Preferred Broadband Bundle and avoid the bundle blunder.
At Schoenemann's, our staff's expertise goes far beyond hardware. In fact, we know just how important your home is to you and are committed to making every project a success. So, whether you're just adding some color to your life or adding on for your growing family, Schoenemann's can help. Sure, we know you can pick up nails just about anywhere, but when it's expert advice you need, you'll find it only at Schoenemann's.
You can always do it right with Schoenemann's.
We call it the pioneer spirit. Always pushing a little farther. Always seeking something better. Today's pioneers still have it. We're creating something new. Something that will transform lives worldwide, that will redefine healthcare. We're doing it for you, with you. The pioneer spirit still lives, right here. The new Sanford Health.
The Augustana Football Report is brought to you by Sanford Health.
Joining me now is Augustana head football coach Mike Aldrich. Well, Coach, the Vikings just keep on rolling. 8-0 on the season, 7-0 in the NSIC. Last Saturday afternoon, it was another victory for Augustana, 47-17 over Minnesota State Moorhead. Your thoughts on the win?
Well, it was, obviously anyone's a good win, especially on the road. The one thing we were worried about all week, though, was starting the game sluggishly, and I think that's exactly what we did. We came off of a very big win at Winona, tried to keep the guys up at that level, and it's tough. You go from playing in front of 6,000 people here to 4,000 people at Winona, and the fans are yelling at you, and then you go up there and there's 4 people in the stands for warm-ups. But it took kind of maybe getting punched in the jaw a little bit to wake our guys up, and then we started the game over is what we told them at the beginning of the second quarter, and I think once we did that, we ended up playing the final 3 quarters the way we should have.
It was, as always, a great Augie crowd on the road of fans and that helped the team get going too. Let's talk about the game a little bit. Mike, offense first.
Well, offensively, it was Josh Hansen had probably his worst day of the year. He threw 4 interceptions, which is doubling his total for the year. But he took a hit in the first quarter and was a little bit groggy throughout the entire game, and it wasn't something that we really knew about. It was after the game. He came up to Brian Gary, our athletic trainer, and said that he was feeling a little nauseous and a little lightheaded and kind of had some of those signs of a minor concussion. So that could have been what led to some of those poor passes, because he did not throw it very well on Saturday. But we were able to get the ball in Joe Clark's hands. We limited his carries. He only had 17 carries. He had 100 yards, but we didn't want to tax him. Not that he couldn't have handled it physically. We didn't want him to injure himself, right, and keep throwing him into the wolves. So I think we still had a conservative approach to the game, and I think we came away doing what we needed to do, even though it took a little while for us to get going.
How about defense?
Well, defensively, it was kind of the same way. I mean, we came out through 2 3-and-outs right away and kind of established some dominance, and then they came back and got us on a couple trick plays, which started to wake our guys up. I think they started to get a little bit lazy, just thinking they could go through the motions and be successful. And so once they did that and they got to the sidelines and had a few choice words for them to kind of wake them up, I think they took that as a challenge, and then they came out. I think we held them to 1 yard per carry, or I think it was 20 yards total rushing on the day. And passing wise, we had 3 interceptions, and I thought we finished real well. Again, it took a little while for us to get going on defense as well.
And then special teams.
Special teams, we just didn't have a lot of opportunities in certain areas, but I thought Drew Behrens, our punter, kicked really well. I think he punted 6 times and averaged 43 yards a punt. So I thought he did a great job of helping us out in the field position game. Our kick return, we had a couple nice ones that were close to breaking, but just didn't quite pop on us. And our kickoff team did a very good job, too, of bottling them up when they were trying to get out on us.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's a great victory for the Vikings. This Saturday, back to challenging NSIC action against a very good Minnesota State Mankato team that defeated Wayne State here just this past Saturday. Mike, it's going to be a tough one.
It will, and it's always been a battle with Mankato and us. They took it to us pretty well last year at their place, and then the year before it was a overtime battle here. And so we know that if we want to keep going on after our aspirations, we got to go through Mankato. They're the defending division champs, and so we've got to be able to play our best game. And I don't think our guys will have any trouble getting up. They've risen to the occasion on all of our big opponents that we've played, and so it's kind of nice having the Moorhead game behind us, because now we can focus on Mankato, and I think everybody's real excited for this game.
Yeah, this is a big one. So get on over to the stadium Saturday at 1 o'clock. It's going to be a great football game. Well, as we get to this point in the year, Mike, 3 games to go. Everybody's talking about playoffs and possible NSIC championships. It's great to be in the hunt, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. Before the game, I was talking to Moorhead's head coach, and he asked me who I thought we were going to draw in the first round of the playoffs, and I looked at him and said, "Hey, there's no guarantees here. We still play you guys today. We still have Mankato, still have Wayne State, and then Upper Iowa to finish. So it's going to be a dogfight right till the very end. But it is kind of nice knowing that we're fighting for something, and there's some teams that are out there that are just fighting for pride and just trying to get through their 11-game season. And so our guys have their eyes, on the horizon, but also they're worried about what's in front of them first.
Yeah, well, it's a credit to you and your staff and your team for putting the Vikings in the position to go after it. So good luck, Mike. Have a great week.
Appreciate it, and hope everybody can get out to the game on Saturday.
The Augustana Volleyball Report is next. We'll be right back.
Discover German engineering and premium style in the Jetta at Graham Automotive. Starting at $15,995, the all-new 2011 Jetta has arrived. Completely redesigned, making it the largest car in its class. The all-new Jetta for 2011 includes Volkswagen's scheduled carefree maintenance. Graham Automotive and Volkswagen invite you to test drive the new 2011 Jetta today.
Graham Automotive for the ride of your life.
We call it the pioneer spirit. Always pushing a little farther. Always seeking something better. Today's pioneers still have it. We're creating something new. Something that will transform lives worldwide, that will redefine healthcare. We're doing it for you, with you. The pioneer spirit still lives, right here. The new Sanford Health.
We've all known them. The teachers who inspire, the ones who can make concepts spring to life and words leap off the page, the ones who could light up a classroom. We've all known teachers like that. The amazing thing is that so many of them teach at Augustana.
The Augustana Volleyball Report is brought to you by Mid-Continent Communications.
With me now is Augustana volleyball coach Ashley Buckley. Well, Ashley, a busy week for the Vikings last week, and on the weekend, it started out with a home match against the University of Mary. Vikings came out on top 3-0.
It was an exciting match for us, coming out and beating them 3-0. The nice thing that we did against this match is we got them out of system right from the get-go. It was one of the things that we had discussed in our game plan, because they do run a very fast outside ball, which if they're in system can be a bit lethal, because their middles are also very talented. So our girls came out on top. It felt like we had control of the match. There was definitely a sense of urgency, which I liked. We had some great performances. Grace Sanders, again, had 18 digs for us, so she led us defensively, averaging 6 a set, which is phenomenal. Danny Haley got us a lot of great one-on-one opportunities, and Jordan Spatanka led us in kills with 10.
Yeah, it was a great victory, and momentum was flying. The Vikings dig pink promotion. We play Northern. We're up 2-0. Looks like things are going to go our way, and kaboom. The roof sort of fell in, and we lost a real tough one, Ashley.
It was a tough match against Northern. We experienced the same exact loss on Tuesday night and also a month ago against Duluth, so I thought that we would have learned our lesson that once we're up 2-0 or 2-1, we have to close the deal. I don't know that our girls necessarily got too lax, but out of serve receive, we didn't side out fast enough. So our percentages by the set dropped in the percentage that we were siding out. That was the disappointing part, because defensively we had some amazing rallies, both sides of the net. We had 4 players in double digits. Chantel Tangwall from Sioux Falls had 18 kills for us, a career high. Jordan had another great night. Brooke Luco, Bree Erickson. Danny had a career high in set assists, and then Grace Sanders had 31 digs for us. So all in all, it's just so disappointing to drop a match like that because we did have so much momentum and so much control. But a heartbreaking season and learning a lot of tough lessons with a really young team, but hopefully that will help us to become more experienced quickly.
Well, certainly, and give Northern credit for coming back and getting that win. It was Dig Pink, and that's been a great promotion here at the college, and you did some more special things. Talk about the Dig Pink game day with Northern.
This year was really exciting. We had 20 breast cancer survivors attend our match, and we celebrated them at the beginning of the match. We gave them roses, and the crowd was up on their feet. Northern came over and celebrated as well, so it was a very touching moment, a touching way to start our match. We also had the nursing students over for people to educate themselves more on breast cancer, and people could sponsor a dig. So all in all, there was a lot of exciting things happening. I believe going into the match, we had raised about $1,700. I don't know what the final count is at, but again, such an exciting thing to be a part of.
Yeah, congratulations to you and your ladies for working on that. What a great cause. Well, volleyball, back at it this week. We're filming this Sunday. Tuesday, Augie goes to Concordia, and then we're back home. Last home matches of the season. Friday night against St. Cloud, and then Saturday after the football game at 5:30 against Concordia St. Paul. Talk about the upcoming matches.
This is going to be a tough weekend. Concordia obviously right now is #1 in our league. They're undefeated, playing very consistent volleyball. They just came off of a big weekend beating Duluth. So we're expecting a tough matchup on Tuesday, and then turning around and seeing them on Saturday as well will be difficult. But you know, our girls, the nice thing about them is they've come in each week geared up, ready to go, refocused, regardless of the outcome of the weekend before. So again, expecting big things offensively, and just a close matchup with them. St. Cloud, same thing. They're having a great season this year. They're doing well. They came off of an 0-2 weekend, so I'm sure that they're going to be fired up, ready for a big week as well. So we're going to have to play our best ball in order to come out on top this weekend.
Well, a lot of volleyball this week, Ashley, so go get them.
Thank you.
Up next, Augie Sports Focus. Stay with us.
We call it the pioneer spirit. Always pushing a little farther. Always seeking something better. Today's pioneers still have it. We're creating something new. Something that will transform lives worldwide, that will redefine healthcare. We're doing it for you, with you. The pioneer spirit still lives, right here. The new Sanford Health.
You may have met one. The teachers who challenge. The ones who motivate. The ones who can fire imagination. The ones, in short, that you'll find at Augustana. Now, maybe you don't believe that one college could have so many great professors. If so, you're in for an education. Augustana.
And now, an amazing discovery from the Better Bundle Bureau. E equals MC squared. Entertainment equals Mid-Continent Communications Duo. Specifically, the $79 Theater DVR Suite and Midconet Preferred Broadband Bundle. This entertainment equation combines the fastest Midconet broadband, free HD, on-demand, and over 200 channels of touchdowns, home makeovers, and pampered pooches. The Theater DVR Suite and Midconet Preferred Broadband Bundle. A formula for fun.
At Schoenemann's, our staff's expertise goes far beyond hardware. In fact, we know just how important your home is to you and are committed to making every project a success. So, whether you're just adding some color to your life or adding on for your growing family, Schoenemann's can help. Sure, we know you can pick up nails just about anywhere, but when it's expert advice you need, you'll find it only at Schoenemann's.
You can always do it right with Schoenemann's.
Augustana Sports Focus is brought to you by Schoenemann's.
Joining me now is Augustana women's golf coach Peggy Kirby. Peggy, fantastic is all I have to say about Augustana women's golf. The ladies are just playing tremendously well. But before we talk about the fall season, which you've started, let's back up to a very successful spring season that we had. And tell the folks about your team. You won the NSIC championship, you won the regional championship, you finished 10th at the NCAA. A lot of success.
We did. You know, last year, our fall season last year wasn't very good, and spring we really turned it on. And Emily Kavidra, a freshman from Blaine, Minnesota, was the key for that, and Kate Tobin, who now is a senior. So those two girls really spurred the girls on in the spring season. So we did win the conference championship. We did win regionals, which was huge for us at the Jewel. And then to go on and play well in Phoenix at the NCAA was awesome.
Yeah, and Emily, she won.
Emily Kavidra was, she was the conference champion.
Right.
And then when we got to nationals, she was 7th in the nation. At one time, she was 4th. You know, going into the last round, we played 4 rounds, and so we could watch her on GolfStat, and she was in 4th place. Which is, these girls, you know, are from all over the world that when we play in the conference or in the national championship. So that was awesome.
And Emily was a freshman last year, now a sophomore, so she's got a great future ahead here. Well, let's talk about the fall season. You've been just playing awfully well, Coach.
Well, you know, we brought in some new freshmen. Maggie Leland, sister to Molly, won her first tournament right out of the box. She won out at Baker Crossing as a freshman. And there again, Emily played well. Molly Leland, who's a junior, her sister, is finally turning around and playing well. Kate Tobin, my senior, is playing very steady. Yep. So everybody is very, very competitive this fall. Everybody wants to get in the top 5. My 6 and 7 are trying to get in the top 5. So I've got some great new freshman players.
Yeah, and at the NSIC championships, the NSIC breaks the championship into 2. They have a part in the fall and part in the spring. So in the fall portion that took place, Peggy's ladies ended up 46 strokes ahead of the next team, which was Concordia St. Paul, and we had the top 3. Is that right?
Yes, we have the top, we're placed 1, 2, and 3, and then all 5 girls are in the top 7. And we played a very difficult golf course, Hillcrest Country Club, and that's where the regional championship will be in the spring. But a very hard golf course, and so I knew that our girls would play well. I had no idea that we would have that big of a lead because Concordia St. Paul's very good, Mankato's very good, Southwest has come on with some very good players, but you know, there again, Maggie Leland is in first, and then Allie Ostrander. I mean, all my girls are right there. So if you get 2 or 3 of them in the 70s, you're gonna have a good lead.
Yeah, and of course the goals going to the spring for Peggy, and we should mention Patty Coddington, who helps Peggy with the program here too, is obviously to not only win the conference championship in the region, but it's to do well in the nationals. And certainly with the team you have together, Peggy, how do you feel we can do in the spring season?
Well, you know, we just went to Grand Valley and played, and that's where the national championship will be. And we got 2nd there, which ranked us now. We're in the 3rd ranking in the Division II right now because of the teams we played against. So that was a good confidence builder for the girls. They know that they can compete with the best now. So I think if we have a good spring, we'll work hard over the winter, that we should come out, and not our goal anymore is to get to the championship, it's to get in that top 5.
Right,
and I really do think we can.
Yeah, and I think you can too, Peggy. And you and Patty have done a wonderful job. It's a great women's golf program here at Augie. Wonderful ladies, so good luck to you and your team.
Thank you very much.
The Augustana Sports Calendar is next. We'll be right back.
The Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference. With 6-team national championships since 2006 and 18 individual national champions, the NSIC has developed into the premier Division II conference in the upper Midwest. The NSIC boasts 14 schools competing in 17 sports, all committed to one common goal: athletic and academic excellence. The Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference, a proud member of NCAA Division II athletics.
At Schoenemann's, our staff's expertise goes far beyond hardware. In fact, we know just how important your home is to you and are committed to making every project a success. So, whether you're just adding some color to your life or adding on for your growing family, Schoenemann's can help. Sure, we know you can pick up nails just about anywhere, but when it's expert advice you need, you'll find it only at Schoenemann's.
You can always do it right with Schoenemann's.
They're not that easy to come by. The teachers who engage us. The truly gifted ones. The ones whose words stay with us for days or even years. The odds are you'll only know a few of them. Unless you go to Augustana. Then your chances are greatly improved. Augustana.
We call it the pioneer spirit. Always pushing a little farther. Always seeking something better. Today's pioneers still have it. We're creating something new. Something that will transform lives worldwide, that will redefine healthcare. We're doing it for you, with you. The pioneer spirit still lives, right here. The new Sanford Health.
The Augustana Sports Calendar is brought to you by Sanford Health.
Let's take a look at the Augustana Sports Calendar for this week. Friday, October 29th, volleyball takes on St. Cloud State, 7 o'clock at the Elman Center. Saturday, October 30th, soccer is on the road at St. Cloud State. Football is home, a big home game against Minnesota State Mankato, 1 o'clock at Kirkaby Over Stadium. The Viking Land Family Fun Area just west of the stadium with food and games for kids opens at 11:30 a.m. And volleyball has a home match at 5:30 against Concordia St. Paul. You can bring your ticket from the football game and receive free admission to the Augustana volleyball match. Sunday, October 31st. Happy Halloween, everybody! Soccer on the road at Concordia St. Paul, and wrestling getting their season rolling with an inter-squad duel, 2 o'clock at the Elman Center. Monday, November 1st, it's the Augustana Coaches Show on ESPN 99.1 at 5 o'clock with Jeff Filling. And men's basketball gets their season rolling as they have an exhibition game with Gustavus Adolphus, 7 o'clock at the Elman Center. Wednesday, November 3rd, soccer has the first round of the NSIC playoffs. And remember, Augustana Sportscene will be back here again next week on this channel on Wednesday or Thursday. And remember, for radio coverage of Augustana football, you can hear the Vikings on KIKN FM 100.5 and worldwide on the web at KIKN.com. And for complete information on Augustana athletics, go to our website, goaugie.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me again next Wednesday or Thursday on this channel for another edition of Augustana Sportscene. Have a great week, everybody.
You've been watching Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on NCAA Division II athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.